welcome to our third podcast.
Hello.
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 We have new people today.
Indeed.
Alejandro is new.
I'm not new.
Oh, it's a
Who
shame.
was here last week?
Last week, if you would, I didn't post it up yet, my fault. But
Yeah.
it was only me, myself, Renee, our public relations, and
our vice president, Alejandro.
ooh, soft clap.
Clap.
No, what is it?
Humble.
What is it? A Dumbledore clap?
2 fingers,
Oh.
man. 2 fingers. Anyway, it was just
Harry Potter
us.
saved the world again.
It was just us two just rambling on because we expected to have Rob and Justin there, but it didn't happen. So we just winged it, talked about stuff, and you guys should watch the podcast.
I'm not gonna lie, we can sound good right now.
Anyways, who are you?
Who are you two? I never
I-
seen you two before. Why are you guys here?
What are you talking about seeing when they can't even see us?
I know, right?
Hey man, I could put pictures of you guys on.
Why would you do that?
I could do that.
Yeah, you could.
Anyway, so introduce new member number 1.
My name is Christian Castaneda. I'm the advertiser for our club.
Alright, well, hello, I'm Tommy. I'm the treasurer.
And this is customary, we always do.
Mhm.
What's your favorite anime?
Ooh.
That's what we ask every single new person that come in. It's only been 3 people.
Tommy, you should go first. I'm
I
probably gonna
guess,
be here forever.
I'd say, I don't know. I mostly like the psychological ones. I'd have to say my recent favorite one is Psychopaths.
Ooh.
Nice.
Season 1 or 2? Which one do you think is better?
Ah, man, I don't know. Both of them go pretty deep. I don't know. I like both of them, to be exact, because they both have their interesting perspectives. I mean, it's just people just don't like the second character. They were all expecting Kogami, and he never shows up.
He's in the opening.
Yeah, he's in the opening, and he never shows up, which is pretty interesting. I think it's just they're just building it up for the movie, though.
Yeah, the movie's gonna be amazing.
Oh yeah.
Well, since you were talking about Psychopaths I feel is pretty good, mostly because the antagonists are very likable. I feel they're not like
likable.
yeah, like I see myself at times rooting for them because they're not entirely bad, but they're not entirely good. So
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Because it's mostly just like picking them. I wouldn't say picking, just like analyzing society, like basically
Mhm.
kind of like how we live today.
yeah, and that's our future, man. Psychopaths is. So now we got Tommy's favorite.
I'm more into fantasy type anime. I would say my most recent favorite would be Devil's a Part-Timer.
Ooh, McDonald's.
McDonald's.
It's McDonald's.
McDonald's. I was close. So many McDonald variations, man. Just say McDonald. Just call them and just ask if you could get sponsored by you. So if you're hearing anyone that works in McDonald's, we're open for your sponsorship.
Free advertising there.
Oh crap! No, I'm taking this off now. They didn't pay us. Ooh, my dad was a part timer. Did you like the show? The way it ended?
The way it ended, I loved it. I honestly wish there was more. There was only about
12 episodes.
12 episodes,
Yeah.
I think. It was considering it was only 12 episodes, it's very good. A lot of my favorites are usually around that.
Mhm.
So I try not to get into too big series.
I think that show made me laugh because towards the end when he turns freaking buff as hell,
And he's fighting in his underwear.
he looks so funny. So
He's like, "Why are you fighting in your underwear?" Because I did not want to ruin my uniform. That would be a disgrace.
top of the food chain there.
I know, right?
All right, so there you go. So I guess for now we'll talk about what we did during the week, starting from
Renee.
No, Alejandro.
All in favor of Renee? Say aye.
Yeah, I.
Nah, go Alejandro.
Fine. Nothing much this week. I actually got up all the way to episode 9 in Working, season 2, and then read Medeka Box all the way to 105. So far, pretty good series, I'd have to say.
So how do you feel about all the filler stuff in between the chapters? Or like in between like the plot stuff?
Personally, I don't really I'm not really affected by fillers, I would say. Like, at least not from this series in particular. I didn't feel like that it was too boring or anything in particular. I really enjoyed the characters in it, so that's probably the reason why.
You enjoyed the fillers, right? Because it was you
Yeah.
enjoyed, yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say I enjoyed the fillers, but it's keeping me interested, I guess.
Interested, yeah.
They're not boring. They're just there then.
So that's
Yeah.
for manga, right?
Yeah.
So will it be okay if an anime series has fillers?
It really depends on the series itself.
Naruto,
I've not watched Naruto. It's
One
Lord.
Piece,
No, not even.
Bleach.
No.
I've been trying to watch Bleach, but I don't want to catch up to it. There's too
It's
much.
done, man.
I know it's done,
This-
but there's
okay,
just too much
you
to
know
watch.
what?
Are done. Like Naruto and Bleach are done.
Naruto's done? I thought
yeah,
they
the
were still
manga's
con-
done, right?
Yeah.
And
the
the
manga's
anime's
done.
done too.
The manga's
Yeah,
done. The anime is not done yet.
I thought it was done.
I know the manga's done for sure.
Yeah, the manga's done for sure.
Well, if you're gonna watch Bleach, okay, just watch the beginning part, like probably 10 episodes,
It's too many. though.
20, and then move on to episode like 100 something. You can skip a lot in the middle.
I don't know though. I don't want to watch it all because like I just like started getting back into Naruto, and I ended off on season 2, and then now I'm on season 9, and it took me a while to catch up.
Wait, season 2, is that Shippuden or just within the first?
I think that's what is it? When they're doing the test.
Yeah,
what was
yeah,
it
I know what you're
called?
talking about.
It was when what is it? Madara, I think it is.
Mhm.
He invades the Leaf Village and he tries to disrupt the test, and then Naruto fights. Who the hell does he fight? He fights the sand dude, Gaara. There we go. That's where I believe I ended off after a little bit after that.
Well, for when I read Naruto, nope, I watched Naruto. I didn't read it. I skipped all of the beginning parts. I just went straight to Shippuden. It was a weird transition, actually.
It was like because I tried that at first because my karate instructor was the one who got me back into it. I tried that, but like I couldn't understand what the hell was going. Like a lot of these other characters, who they were, and like what happened in between.
Mhm.
So I had to go back and rewatch it. But I'm all caught up now.
Oh.
I believe where I'm at right now is Killer Bee just taught Naruto how to control the Jinchuriki. Killer Bee's the eight-tailed
Mhm.
beast.
Ooh.
That dude's funny.
He looks weird.
He's always rapping too. That's hilarious. And before he fights, he's always making notes.
He's a stereotype.
Yeah, like when he's fighting. What was the shark dude's name? I forgot his name. When he's fighting though, he's getting like a rap lesson from some dude with his raccoon dog, and he goes, "This is not a raccoon. This is a raccoon dog." He goes, "Note to self: Paco is a raccoon dog."
Did you finish your week already?
Yeah, that's basically what I did.
So you finished reading it already?
I have not finished reading it. I said I've read up to 105. I still have like
How much is there?
192.
200?
Like 192, I
Oh.
think.
800? Damn.
No,
Yeah.
it's only.
182.
It's
Dang,
pretty
so
long, but
you're almost
still.
there.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
can
I'm
do
almost
it.
there.
Now, how was your week, Christian?
Mine was pretty interesting. I recently got into anime like about a year and a half ago, so I'm trying to get into manga. I honestly don't know where to start off with.
Isekoi.
Isekoi?
Easy.
All right.
Yeah.
An anime I just finished was Noragami. I believe it was like 12 episodes.
Yeah.
Are you reading the manga of it?
No, I have not. I
You
want
should
to.
read the manga of it because the anime adaptation is straight away from the manga.
Yeah, that's what I heard. My friend was saying that they did something totally way different than the manga. How the manga represented.
It was cool, but
Yeah.
we want to be faithful to the manga, I guess. But yeah,
Don't like
you should
anime.
read Noragami, Nisekoi, and you already know about Monster
The
Musume.
only
too.
and the only other manga that I probably read is the Rosario plus Vampire.
Yeah, me too. Noise.
Yeah. Haven't. Still
That's a
have to
long
finish.
series. I'm not even done with it.
I have to-
No.
I just got to the part where Mocha gets captured by the what was that little terrorist group called again?
It's been so long since
I
I've
don't know
read
if I
it.
forgot what they're called, but they just captured her, and then the Skune and the others were training to make them stronger.
Oh, yeah.
And Skune barely unleashed his ghoul powers
Mhm.
like full transformation.
It's freaking cool. Yeah.
I have to
I think that's where I'm at so far.
I don't know. For me, it's been a while since I finished that, so I don't really have like clear details of it. But I know what you're talking about.
Well, it's because like if I read a manga, I have to like read the whole thing because otherwise, if I do like multiple ones, I'm just gonna forget because I have horrible memory.
That's a bad thing I'm doing. I'm reading multiple of them.
I can't do that. I can do that afford to do that with anime because like since it's a moving picture, it's easier to remember compared to a manga where you have to remember like the words and scenes and everything.
Okay. Anything else?
That just trying to any anime I get on Netflix or any other suggestions, I usually just watch them and that's about it. Just schoolwork.
You should watch Queen's Blade.
Oh, I've heard that one's really bad.
Define bad.
Like really ecchi.
Okay.
Like, are you there for plots or plots?
Okay, I came in there for the action. I left with boobs. Yeah.
I think that's the case with every anime now.
You're not wrong, but you're not.
Except it depends if you're talking about like a lolly situation.
Hey man, what's wrong with lollies?
I'm not saying there's anything wrong if you like it. That's your thing.
It's your preference, right?
Your preference. Nothing to be ashamed of.
In America, we respect you.
It's not my cup of tea.
As
but
long as you're not in America, it's fine.
Yeah, that's...
Well, not necessarily.
In Japan is fine.
No, it's not.
Define fine.
Well, you could just
Like, are you talking about actual little kids or like older people who look like little kids?
Oh?
Yeah, there's things like
Yeah,
that.
there's that.
It's like Dance with the Vampire Bun, where the main character.
But she's like 600 years old.
Yeah, but she has like the body of a little kid though.
But that's technically fine.
Yeah, that's technically fine.
Technically.
Technically. It doesn't look socially. It does not look right.
It doesn't.
But on paper, it's fine. Anyway, before we get too deep into this, Tommy, how was your week?
My week was good. I finished reading, the final chapter of Liar Game came out, and read that. It was, I don't know, it was a mediocre ending, but finally it ended.
Wait, Liar
Game.
Liar Game? What is
Which
that
is
about?
one of the shows that we're going to be showing later on in
Is that
the year.
you said the live action, right?
Yep.
Is it a movie?
Yeah. No, isn't it a show too?
No, it's a Japanese drama.
Ooh.
Yeah. So basically, it's about like you receive $1 million one day. $1 million one day, and basically you play this game where you lie and try to scam other people out of their $1 million.
So
And then you keep progressing.
So everyone who's participating in the game has $1 million
And you're just trying to take away the other people's money.
and gain
Yep.
more.
You try to win as much money as you can.
The show should be called America.
Well, I mean, it kind of has its differences because,
What difference is it? Sounds a lot like America.
Well,
That's
more
what
like the strange email you get from the Nigerian prince.
yeah.
Okay, there's that too.
Well, I mean, kind of. Except the money appears at your front doorstep with a black card.
So it's just like did it show money, or is it just like a black box?
No, it's actual money that you can use and spend.
Did it just come to you in a black box?
No, they just leave it on your doorstep.
Yeah, they just mail it to you. Well, that's how you start initiated into it.
Oh, so you participate? You like
You're forced
you join-
into it.
You're forced. Okay. So it's sort of. I guess I could relate that to another show. I guess like Batum, sort of. Like you're kind of forced, where you're submitted from other people submit you to make that go to that game where people fight each other, and it turns out that is a show that people are watching. So I guess it's related to that. I don't know.
The
I was
Roman
asking
Coliseum was bad.
if it was in a black box. I'm saying, as soon as I see a black box outside my doorstep, the first thing I assume is a bomb. Probably not money. You know.
But that depends. You gotta you gotta narrow down your enemies to who would actually do that.
Okay, so I guess that. Oh, my week.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
I didn't do anything.
No, don't give us that.
I really didn't do anything.
Just at least describe something. We all did.
I read manga.
Okay, there you go.
But I don't know what's specific there. I guess, okay, we're going to talk about this later on anyway. So I read some Monster Musume.
Oh, God.
Earlier, before we started this
Tommy Slime Girl.
podcast, before we started this podcast, I asked them if you're stuck in the island and you have to choose either to have a reverse mermaid or a regular mermaid, which one would you pick? That's
Right.
probably a question you guys all heard before.
I don't hear that that often.
I'm not
Yeah.
talking to you. I'm talking to the people who are listening.
I'm pretty sure they don't hear that.
I know, right?
Yeah. Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not a normal question, even by anime standards.
Yeah,
Oh.
unless you're like,
Unless you're like,
This is survival questions. Anyway, that's
This is a survival question.
Yeah.
survival my ass.
So, going along the tables, I will pick the reverse mermaid because that's logical.
Logical my ass.
Because
There's nothing logical
if
about
you're
it.
trapped in an island, it's only you two. You need to basically be the Adam and Eve of the freaking island.
The fact that there's a mermaid doesn't even make it logical anymore.
true.
Whoa, come on, man. Let's go along with it.
All right, I'll go along
Okay,
with
so
it.
that's my answer. It's based because Adam and Eve and all that repopulate and stuff. So going on, Alejandro.
Mermaid, really, because I guess it's close to that. What was it? That half snake.
The Lamia.
Yeah, and that's personally my second favorite monster girl. So technically, I have to go with Mermaid.
So just reason because you like the way it looks.
Yeah, there's that. I just like discovered.
When you
it,
put
like-
it that way, you can't really say it's that bad because your intentions sound worse than ours.
No, but you have to repopulate though. It's logical.
But like,
Why would you want to repopulate if you're on an island alone? Okay, so what do you mean by
Not alone.
repopulate?
You're stuck.
Okay,
with
okay.
a mermaid.
Okay, let me rephrase this. What do you mean by you need to repopulate? Do you mean like you're just stranded there, or like the Earth has like literally no more people?
Normal people, just you're stuck in the isolated island.
Why does it have to be an
My
island?
question
though?
is, how are your kids gonna turn out?
I know, right?
Yeah.
For all you know, they could end up like
Okay,
half body.
We're gonna go to the science, the X and the Y chromosome, and having this big X, small X, and all that, getting the recessive gene and all that.
If you're gonna repopulate, wouldn't that make the whole thing all incest?
Fishes do incest all the time.
Incest is
If you
They're
think-
animals,
if you
though.
think of- Exactly.
We're above
Okay.
that.
We're technically animals.
Well, most of us are above that.
Yeah.
okay, let's move on.
I would
Before
pick. Honestly, I would just pick the regular mermaid. Because I'm gonna be very honest. The reverse mermaid, if it has like the head of a fish, I love seafood, and if I'm stranded on there too long, I will go insane, and I might be tempted to eat it. Shame, yeah.
Come-
Don't give me that.
You can't do anything with the regular mermaid.
I'm gonna go back to practical. How is that thing gonna swim? How is that gonna outbeat a regular mermaid? I mean, a regular mermaid could just swim around way faster than that thing. And,
No, I mean it's just on
and
an
it can get
island.
more food. It can get food.
It
faster
could.
than
That's
you
that's
could.
true.
True. I would have.
You didn't think about that. Well, wouldn't that be cannibalism for them though? Because why would they get you the food anyway?
Well,
Yeah, fish eat other fish.
Mermaids
Oh, yeah, that's
eat
true.
you.
Then why would you be with them in the first place? If you're gonna end up food, then don't give me that shame thinking about the cannibalism if they're thinking the same thing too.
man. Okay.
The perfect transition from there is Monster Musume,
Oh, God.
guys.
Oh, fun.
I think that's a great transition.
Yeah.
Since they're both about monster people, monster girls.
Well, yeah.
So, if you guys who are listening don't know what Monster Musume is, it's basically a
No?
kid, no, not a kid, an adult who has,
Oh, I know what that
I guess, is taking in. I'm just doing the really bad summary of it. Is taking in a lot of monster people to have.
Kind of like
to
a foreign
potentially-
exchange student like program.
Yeah, something like that.
Except instead of like people from well, they are foreign,
They're all
but they're not human though.
They're not human, and then he will potentially marry one of them.
Which he did not know at first.
Spoilers.
Which he did not know. at
Spoilers.
first.
Yeah.
Spoilers alert.
Yeah, potentially. Oh, it's even said in the beginning.
Well,
What,
no,
in the
no.
summary?
In
No, it
the
doesn't.
beginning, in the first chapter, it says that no, it's not allowed. You cannot
Yeah,
marry.
Because like
And
every
then,
time she
like,
tries to get with him, like that
special
lady,
s-
service lady, like always like breaks it up.
Well, we all know eventually he has to pick one of them.
Well,
yeah,
well, yeah.
by like chapter 5, I think.
Yeah.
And they all fight like crazy.
Yep.
Anyway, since we all know most of the characters there, right?
Yep.
So, going from Tommy down, who do you like in there?
Oh, and Monster Musume.
You don't really have to go into deep detail if you don't want to. You could just go by the name or what.
Arachne?
Is that the.
That's the spider.
Spider?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I believe because she has some good parts, some good arcs in there. Next,
Honestly, I would choose the Lamia.
Lamia.
I have to go with Lamia also.
I'll go with the Harpy person. Oh no, I just like the recent chapter right now, so.
Why the Harpy person?
Yeah, why?
Yeah, I'm not going to go too deep to it.
You're not gonna go into detail?
I know you gave us that rant that you were gonna tell us why earlier, and now you're not.
Okay, fine. Since I
We'll give you
promised
our
that-
reasons if you give us yours.
Okay, her body parts are there.
Her body parts are there.
That's really shallow of me. I'm sorry. Okay.
That would explain why he chose reverse for the mermaid.
No, the freaking body is not there.
I wouldn't say all her parts are there.
I prefer a normal girl than a mermaid. I'm pretty sure y'all do.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Hopefully.
so I gave my reason just because she has her parts. Yours?
My reason, really, I guess there isn't a real reason besides that I discovered that I was into that, but yeah.
You're into that? That's an
Well,
interesting way to put
quote,
it.
into that.
I'm gonna be honest, it's the same reason as him.
So it's like you just reading and you find yourself, oh, I like this character.
I just
a
find
lot
it
more
appealing.
than others.
I just find it appealing to me. I don't know why. Don't ask me why.
Yeah,
it just happened.
Okay, Tommy.
I'd say like the main character said, the legs. Legs are pretty interesting. And it seems to be a pretty fun time.
With all those legs,
I
I
might
bet
be
it would.
revealing a bit too much about myself.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah, we're revealing too much.
You got 4 weeks to go.
Okay, since we went
Yeah.
from who we like the most, who don't we like the most?
Ooh.
I'm not that deep.
I kind of like all of them, honestly, but I just prefer the long one.
preferably, you always have like an order.
Yeah, okay, let's see.
So since while you guys are thinking, I'll just say the centaur person. That's just what I feel, but.
I don't know, I kind of like the centaur. I'd have to say for me, it's that, what was it? Was it the dragon or the lizard girl?
The Lamia?
No, it was it was basically like she was cross-dressing and trying to get with Lamia.
I
No,
don't
we have to
remember
pick a
that.
character who are potential.
Oh, the main characters?
Yeah,
Oh,
main
man.
characters.
I don't know, they're all pretty...
Yeah, it's hard to choose.
I mean, I guess kind of the mermaid, but the mermaid has the interesting side of the traumatic romance.
Honestly, my least favorite pick would be probably the harpy.
Harvey.
Mine would probably have to be the centaur.
Yeah.
Centaurs.
Centaur
Well-
Lions.
But like only because it's like the horse part gets to me. Like for whatever reason, I'm just like
It just gets to you.
it's like no, I don't. No.
Is it too big?
No, I don't know. Something about it throws me off.
There's a writing joke to be put in here somewhere.
What else could we talk about?
Favorite monster girls in general.
Cheese and rice.
Wow. I'm just gonna title this podcast "Monster Girls." That's basically what we're talking about the
Yeah.
entire time.
All right, so what would you pick then, for in general then?
Angels.
Angels.
Yeah. Them wings.
What would you pick?
Oh, I was gonna say, what would you do with those wings? Since you said
Touch.
those.
Touch.
Nice.
Have you not seen No Game No Life?
Well, you can
Cheese and rice.
you can do like that thing in that cheesy movie, like my ex-girlfriend is a superhero.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
like-
Hmm.
Oh, the flying thing.
Yeah.
Oh
flying-
god,
Not
no, I
seen
didn't
that.
think you were that bad. Basically, when they hook up, they're up in the air.
And they have the happy fun time up in the
Happy
air.
ending up in the air.
No idea.
Every couple seconds they drop up and down.
Jeez. So,
It's really weird.
You got Alejandro's choice going on.
I would choose succubus, honestly.
Why the
Don't
succubus?
they take
The
your
wings and the
life?
tail,
Oh, the
and the
wings.
fact that they have like that, the actual energy, like that romance energy too.
Into the bad girl side?
Don't they
Jesus
take your
Christ.
life away?
Huh?
Don't they like take your life away? Or...
I mean, depends.
It depends. Sometimes if they
Like
want
they
to.
can turn you into an incubus, or like in that game, Catherine.
Mm.
Oh god.
Oh, Catherine was interesting.
Shit. I just forgot about that.
Yeah.
Tommy, I see earlier you were researching this, so you must
Yeah.
have a really good answer for this.
Oh, it's answers right here.
It's called an Alron. It's just basically a flower that
It's a plant girl.
binds with you and like feeds you a sweet nectar while you're attached to her
From where?
in
though?
more ways than one.
More ways than one.
Yes.
I didn't think we were going that deep into it.
Yeah.
Man.
Well, then
As
again,
you
my
can tell,
thing
someone's
was
a
the
little
tails and the
pervert.
wing.
Yeah.
What?
I'm just imagining like I can't see a picture from over here.
That's
Oh, okay, that's fine then.
oh, that's fine.
That's fine.
I had a different image in my head, so.
What if it looked like one of those what is it? The fly
Venus
trap?
fly
Yeah,
traps.
Venus fly trap.
I just heard plants, and I just imagine my generic plant just combining with girl.
Jesus Christ.
Just merge is really weird in my head, but
Are you thinking of Groot like Groot or something?
no.
Oh boy. So
Anyway,
what's yours, Renee?
yeah, what's yours?
Is it the reverse mermaid?
I don't know. That's only for that's situational. There you go. I don't really know because this question just came out of nowhere, so I guess I'll go generic and say cats.
Cat
Cats.
girl.
That's original.
It's I think it's not
It's very
It's very
original.
common.
Common, yes.
Hence
Making
all the
it-
animes. Always
Making
have
it
at least-
very original.
Exactly. Thank you. I'll take that as a compliment. I know it was not a compliment. I know it wasn't, but I'll take it as one.
Good.
So now let's stray away from
Monster girls.
monsters in general, and let's go.
He loves them cat ears.
Well, I guess speaking of cat ears.
Oh God.
No, I was gonna bring up the
Go, just bring it up. You already did anyway.
Power Ranger stabbing.
Oh.
I mean, I don't know.
Ooh. Well,
We
so
did- oh,
the
yeah.
Power Ranger stand. I don't really know too much about it. All I know there's a Red Ranger who stabbed his roommate, and he was calling it for self-defense. So I don't know how that could be for self-defense. I'm just imagining it. Like, what kind of argument?
My bad.
For it and all.
I don't know. I was.
You're gonna hear like a bunch of like crackles.
My bad. I forgot. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Well,
I'm sorry.
I don't know what I'm talking about now.
You were talking about like how like difficult it was to
How you
prove
find it hard that self defense?
I don't know how you would call self-defense for that.
on a
I don't think you would because
Yeah.
in which case, what would you ever need a sword for self defense?
Well, unless you're like a samurai,
Oh well, yeah.
He was a Power Ranger.
That's true.
just like carrying around your trusty sword with like
I'm just wondering what kind of sword it was.
I wonder if he said Power Rangers, go go go.
I'm imagining like, I think some Power Rangers do have the sword, right? So
Yeah, they do.
I'm imagining that sword being just a basic replica of the
So he got
sword
killed with
Power
the plastic
Ranger.
sword. Then
well,
But
it's actually just possible.
technically a replica. There is that one YouTube channel where
they some blacksmith makes like actual anime or game
Yeah.
weapons. Yeah, I saw that one too.
If that's the
Pretty
case, I
sharp.
want to pierce his staff from Diablo.
You could probably check out that YouTube.
That'd be
you
very
know,
dangerous, though.
they actually made the Kill la Kill scissor blade.
I
Oh,
saw that
Jesus.
also. That was pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
Actually,
Out of-
it cuts stuff naturally. Most of the thing, then they show like a little demonstration of them cutting like bottles and all that, watermelons and all
Excuse
that.
me?
Now,
It's
does
pretty
he
cool.
cut, or does he actually, or does he like just hold it and like
Well-
uses it as a sword?
How did they use for the scissor one?
Like they use it kind of like as a I guess sword kind of like the only thing they added to it was the like extension to the handle and like use that. But yeah, I would say it would be more like a sword. Speaking of death, we have
What a great transition.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
just so lively today.
we lost someone, Monty, from Rooster Teeth, who created the Ruby series and some other stuff, but
He died in a young age of 33, I think.
yeah,
Due
33
to some
allergic reaction to
something doing like in a hospital or something like that.
yeah, something medical. He
That is just awful.
That
Yeah.
sucks.
That's wrong.
I think they were also like going to produce season 3.
Is there really season 3?
I think I'm not entirely
Or not
sure.
anymore?
Well,
I mean, they'd have to get the rights to
No,
it.
they have Miles working on it.
yeah. Oh,
They have Miles and Carrie.
Because I'm assuming they would have a backup just in
Yeah.
case. I'm not saying it's
Mhm.
it's right. I'm just saying.
And I'm pretty sure they'll continue on to keep
to keep
Monty still alive.
Mm-hmm.
To keep his memory.
Hmm.
Yeah,
His memory in
because
his anime.
because he was the original creator, and was he the screenwriter?
He was He also acted like his own character, Ren. So I don't know what they're gonna do about his voice actor.
Probably just get someone else to do it, most likely.
Yeah, it would probably be, but yeah, don't know. Just gonna have to wait and see what's gonna happen.
To be honest, I haven't seen the Ruby series. I should see it because I heard people say it's actually pretty good. So
What is it about anyway?
I've only watched I think 5 episodes, but
It's like about these kids. Well, I mean, I don't know. I guess teenagers who are trained to fight, or like they go to school to train to fight monsters. Called I can't remember what they're called now. Now
Is that what they look like?
Yeah,
Have
there's
you
a
got-
whole bunch. There's like a
Have you-
flying bird type. There's like bear types, boar types, elephant types too.
have you guys
That's
found the
what they
name?
look like?
Yeah, they're called the Grimm because it's all based on fairy tale elements.
the Grim.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, there's also snakes.
That's something I need to watch eventually.
That's interesting.
I know it's in Crunchyroll.
You should. I mean, I'd say probably for some people it might be hard getting past the first season, but the second season is pretty good.
What do you mean? Why would it be hard to get past the first season?
Well, I guess like the episodes aren't the same length.
Oh, they're all different lengths.
Yeah, some of them are, and then like there's kind of like some filler episodes.
Oh, they're just a lot of them are just fillers.
No, I mean like they do have like character development, but it's like not
It's
character
not
development for the main
relevant.
characters.
It's not relevant to the.
Yeah.
So like a lot of the the episodes of like Soul Eater, because a lot of those were just filler episodes.
Mm-hmm.
The only turn off for me for now, it was a turn off for now watching. 'Cause it's it's English. That's for one. Since I've been watching all sub stuff, so the transition of finally seeing something animated in English, it's gonna be pretty hard for me. So I probably need to just will through it and just try to watch it.
I know
I know the action scenes for it are pretty good because they use 3D or do you use like 3D?
Yeah, they use a poser.
Oh.
Is it also the 3D animation that's throwing you off?
Well, that one I know the action scenes are good and 3D are good for action scenes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that transitions perfectly to our next topic: 2D
That's
and
why I
3D
brought it up.
thank you, Tommy. For 2D and 3D animations.
Thanks, Christian.
So, if you guys don't know, animes in general primarily use 2D animations, but some of them will stray aside and use 3D. Primarily, idol shows are the only ones I know. Obviously, does it every single time. Like, you guys know what Idolmaster is?
Yep.
Yeah.
That one primarily uses 2D. A show called Aikatsu when they perform. This is all for performances. They only use 3D, and there's something called Love Live that has transitions from 2D at one part of the performance, then to 3D, and then back to 2D. So it fluctuates during that show. I don't like that. Either it stays all 2D or all 3D.
It makes sense. I mean, I would get irritated by that easily too.
This one, Alejandro could argue with me if he wants.
Is that what Ruby's
Kantai
like?
Collection?
No.
I like Kantai Collection, to be honest. The show's good. I feel it would be better if it stayed during their action sequence, right?
Mm-hmm.
They stayed either all 3D or all 2D.
Personally, to be honest, I don't really notice it too much.
You don't notice? You don't see the difference in animation?
I don't. Usually I'm caught up in the moment.
Oh.
Like, I'm easy to,
You get distracted by it.
yeah,
Hmm.
and the only show I know, I think, that does do all the way 3D is Arpeggio.
Yep.
And I don't know, I was kind of negative about it, but
You get used to it, right?
yeah, you get used to it.
That one's fine because the entire show is all just 3D. You don't see parts where it goes to 2D because 2D is used primarily for emotion and 3D is for movement. So I saw something in the internet where in the future they're probably going to use it where they combine 2D and 3D and they have comparisons like 2D in one side, 3D here, and then the mixture of them. It looks freaking amazing. So I'm gonna link that video so you guys can see it. So yeah, does any of you guys have anything to say about that? Do you guys remember watching anything with 3D besides what we mentioned?
Nope.
There's a movie I seen on Netflix, 3D anime. I forgot what it's called. Space Pirates, I think. Forgot. It was a long time ago.
And you're talking about mostly that's for like the actual spaceship itself is 3D, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 3D is mostly used for like locomotives in general and motion, anything that does motion usually, since that's better. It's more suited for 3D animation. That's why I think most shows you see, if you pay attention to the cars and all that, like another example, I guess Car no Kyokai, their cars they look freaking amazing because of 3D. Yeah.
Yeah, that reminds me. I was watching, I think, like alternative scenes from Psychopaths, and there's actually like a scene in the beginning where it's like a 3D animated hand of oh man, I can't remember what that character's name is.
What color hair?
Black spiky first, the one that's so popular.
Oh.
Ripped.
You mean-
Kogami.
Oh.
Yeah. So it shows this like animated hand and holding a Dominator.
Mm-hmm.
But and then there's like basically like his monologue talking about, I don't know, which is all emotional and stuff, and I couldn't pay attention to it because like I was like, is that a 3D animated hand or not? Because like you can see, I don't know, maybe if it was like 2D, but then like you can see once it starts turning, it looks 3D.
Mm-hmm. Probably the only reason why I'm paying more attention to that, because there's another show called Shirobako that came out recently. And that show is basically about an anime production studio. So they go deep about the storyboard, animation, talk about the making, how they made an anime, what it is.
So it's an anime about making anime.
Yeah, it's Inception though.
So deep.
Yeah, that's why now that I'm learning new things about that. I hope they're true, because I'm believing everything they're saying there entirely. So if I'm bullshitting stuff right now, please let me know, anyone who's hearing this, and I will correct myself next
It's like
time.
you get a phone call right now.
Oh, yeah, I hope not. How do you know my number?
It's like I call bullshit.
Miss gave me a whole freaking lecture about
I
it.
know, right? It's like, sir, you need to calm down.
So yeah, you guys should watch Shirobako. It's interesting learning about the animation stuff. What else is there to talk about? Yeah, any guys have any topics?
Well, since we're talking about basically the logistics of making anime, let's talk about the logistics of translating light novels.
Ooh.
So, I mean, there's this one novel that I read, Date no Yusha, which is basically about people who are transferred to a world and have to fight evil, kind of like that, except like one of the heroes is basically rejected by the entire town and outcasted, so he has to fend for himself. And one of the translators for that series kind of goes on a rant, but it's really interesting because like, he talks about how this person basically bashed on him, not on his site, but on a different site, about how like his translations suck and how they're not coming out quick enough. And basically they just wanted more stuff, but the translator doesn't want to do that because he wants his translations to be like at a high quality so people could read the story and understand it.
You should have challenged that other guy to do better.
Yeah, well, because like he was basically saying that machine translators are better when like if you stick in a machine, like as we've all done, maybe with like in Spanish class, copying the Spanish into Google Translate, and you come out like with, I guess, I
Well,
don't know,
half
kind
of it's
garbage.
not right though.
Yeah, half of it's not right.
Because
And,
like if you do it for any language, like it's not even like real, because then there's like so many more formats. Like for Spanish, for example, it's like what kind of Spanish are you talking about? Are you talking about like Hispanic Mexican Spanish, Spain Spanish, or like slang Spanish, which is the most common one?
Mm-hmm. And like basically like this person just ranted on about it, saying like he'd rather have fast translations come out instead of having something good and interesting to read, which I don't understand.
Well, someone needs some
That guy
patience.
is really dumb.
Yeah.
Why don't you just get a call from him too right now?
Well, okay. Let's go.
It's like I know where you go to school at now.
Based
damn it.
on how you feel, so you think his comment, the guy who says you had to be faster, but he doesn't really care about
If it's right or
if
not.
it's right or wrong. I'm pretty sure you don't like that, right?
No, I mean like
I'd rather
I'd rather
it right.
have them be as fast as they can be, but I don't want it to be like something that
Like,
takes over their whole lives.
You want the translation to be like
yeah,
accurate.
and I also want it to be like good, so yeah, you can understand it and read it.
You don't want to half-ass like how we do for language classes.
Yeah, like you can actually read the novel and like feel like the emotions coming from it, or like imagine it instead of like having like
Like just like a dead machine writing.
oh yeah, just
a
like
robot talking.
it's like the most random broken English you could ever read.
I love shows with broken English.
Oh, especially when they pronounce English and
I think Japanese people think English words are so cool.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Like, I'm pretty sure I saw a post somewhere that said like that had like a picture of like a Japan store like with like a bunch of shirts and all that, and they just say like English words like
water.
cool,
Right.
like water.
What the hell?
Like they do the same thing here with
Yeah,
like
they have the kanji on their arms. Like they have
Kanji
tattoos.
or-
If you
Yeah.
see it,
Yeah.
it looks freaking cool, and they think, "Oh, what does that mean? Cat."
I
It looks so cool.
I like honestly,
Just
I
like-
would think that like animes that are in Japanese are better because like there's some that like even though like if, for like example, you ever seen Black Butler?
Yes.
You know how it's set in like Victorian times,
Yeah.
and how there's this one I like for the whole first time in the first 2 seasons I watched it in Japanese and I actually watched it in English. I thought I was okay with it, but then like then the fact that they were British though, like the way it sounded, I thought it was just so bad.
Wait, you don't like the dub or?
No, like the English dub of it, I didn't like it because like the accents were like just so stereotypical and it was just.
So it's very like British.
Like if you like okay, have you ever seen like Family Guy how they make fun of like people's accents?
Mhm.
You ever heard like a British person talking to Family Guy?
I think I did.
That's how they sound like, and it's just so weird. And like one of the characters was like, "Blimey, Sebastian, we're not making donuts here." And I'm like, "Oh my god."
I guess that's kind of an argument that could be controversial. I guess.
I think it probably depends. I guess
Because some people who like, I think we had this in our one of our topics in the podcast, sub versus dub. Some people feel like, oh, this setting and everything, they're like in America, they have to speak English, but everyone there is speaking Japanese.
well, it's an anime though, so
Yeah,
it
I'm
makes
saying,
sense.
but like that's what people will argue about, saying, oh, I will just wait for the dub.
Well, sometimes it's cool, like with the Samurai Champloo, like Mugen. At first when I was watching it, his voice sounded so familiar, but then I was watching because I'm a Marvel fan, and I watch a lot of those Marvel animated movies. I noticed it was Wolverine. Like that guy who plays Mugen did Wolverine once.
Really?
Yes, because he's in Wolverine for a lot of like the cartoon shows that they do, and I was like, that's where that sounded familiar from.
I mean, you kind of notice that too in anime because like
Yes.
the one in the main character for Guilty Crown, the voice actor also voice acts for the main character in Excel World,
Yep.
and you can tell that there's not much of a difference.
His name is, I believe, Yuki Taiji.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you can tell a lot easier in English. It is true.
Mhm.
So like I was saying, like with My Bride is Mermaid, like the person who plays Sun and Mocha, I didn't like when I was watching them both. It's like they sounded similar. Then I looked it up, and they're both the same character who plays the English dub.
Oh.
Like if you watch it, both like Sun Seto, she's the exact same voice as Mocha for Akashiya.
I believe that because okay, I guess let's go along this table. Let's name some actors that we know and see if we could guess who, what shows, or some example of shows they come from.
I don't really know
I don't pay
names.
much attention to
I
acting.
I don't either.
Well, I guess I'll throw some memorable ones. Do you guys, anyone know who Jun Fukuyama is? So anyone who's hearing this on the podcast, you guys could type in comments saying if you know who it is. Just put little spaces below.
You're not gonna get a prize though.
Yeah, no prize. It's just fun games. So, does anyone know who Jun Fukuyama is?
Nope, not at all.
No.
You have to
No.
list the characters they voice acted.
Okay, he does Kogios, Lelouch.
Oh, wow.
You're watching Working, I believe.
I am.
The main character of Working is Jun Fukuyama also, Lelouch.
Wait, the guy?
Yeah.
Same voice actor.
Oh wow.
Because
That's
he
interesting.
could do a really serious voice like Lelouch does,
Yeah.
and then he could do a really silly. And then Black Butler, you know that? No, is it Black Butler? Is there a red hair person in Black Butler?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's what is it, Grell or Gretel? Or whatever
No,
the fuck?
There's
In
Grell.
Japanese, that's Jun Fukuyama also.
Oh snaps!
So he has many. I guess to be a voice actor, you have to freaking change your voice a lot, and he does that really.
If he can sound like that, he must be really good.
Yeah. And then now let's go to a girl. This one's really popular, and her voice is like only that one kind. You anyone know Rei Kugumiya?
Isn't that like the Tsundere Queen?
Yep.
I only know.
If you look at her profile, every single character that she does is basically the same.
They sound the same.
Either a short girl, medium height, all have twin tails, all the same personality basically.
Oh snaps!
So they just like, the people who are like picking which voice actors, I want a tsundere person in my group. Let's call her. So
Because she has the characteristics of a
yep,
Sunder.
she nailed it. Well, I don't think she's having that many parts anymore, but so now since you two are new, we usually end this podcast by talking about what we plan to do for the week. So I guess I'll go first. I plan to catch up on my anime because I haven't been watching anything during the week. I'm gonna try to catch up in mangas. I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon. I need to catch up in Bleach and all that. I don't know why I'm reading it. So I'm just gonna do that. I need to finish that other visual novel I'm playing, Yumina the Ethereal. I didn't even touch that, even though I said last time I was gonna play it. But I didn't touch that. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna do.
Me, gonna finish Medeka Box and working season 2. That's probably about it.
Right.
I just plan to finish all the anime that I really want to try to actually start watching all the anime that I did buy from the anime club.
Mm-hmm.
I have like 8 DVDs, I think. And I have not watched one of them.
Could you name some of them?
What is it? Raiko was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what the other one was. Problem Child, Not From This World or something like that.
Oh, that one. Oh, it's not that bad.
Because that's the one I won from the raffle.
Ooh.
Like, there's actually the whole season's on there. And I've been trying to watch, but
You should.
I've been procrastinating by procrastinating.
Okay, Tommy.
I'm gonna keep reading my light novel. Keep waiting for chapters to come out, and then I'm gonna keep reading my manga and study.
Study.
Yeah, study. I have like 2-3 more tests.
You're going to study your plant girl?
Worth it.
Yeah, I'm
2
totally gonna
tests.
study my plant girl.
And now, a last word from our sponsors. So, have you guys heard about a comic shop called Astro Zombies?
I have not.
I have.
Yes, we have.
Well,
I have some amnesia lately, and I forgot what they even sell. I think it's comics, if I'm not mistaken.
Astro Comics is a comic store, but they do not just sell comics. They sell a wide variety of things, from cards, Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic, I believe some Pokemon. They sell a bunch of comic series, DC, Marvel, and stuff, Dark Horse, and other stuff I've never heard of. And as well, they sell a bunch of Marvel and DC action figures and collectibles. They even actually sell. They have in the corner of the store. They have a wide variety of kaiju stuff, Godzilla, Gamera, and some other stuff.
Interesting, because my pocket is feeling pretty heavy lately. And I've been meaning to just throw it out on something. So, how much? I have $10. I think I could get like 3-4 comics, I believe. Yeah, I may go there. Where is it exactly? I think it's in Central, right?
yeah, I think
I remember walking by it, just seeing this.
For students for people that go to attend UNM, a very direct and easy answer to that is across the Johnson Field. There's a Target, or not Target, a Walgreens, and if you just stick on that sidewalk right there and you just keep on going straight, you'll see the sign. Even by the little bus stop, the UNM bus stop, that right there by the across the Johnson Field. If you just look right across, you'll see it. The sign right there.
Yeah, check them out. They're at the corner of Richmond and Central.
Nice. I will go there. You guys enjoyed our monster talk.
That took up a
I know
good
Tommy
portion.
did.
Yep. Got some research down.
And
so-
now, but don't blackmail us, please.
Now a word from our Tommy.
We're not worth anything.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
隠した何気ないメールはいつまでも君の心の中に届かないまました何気ないメールはいつまでも君の心の中に届かない